All right, Shalom. Before I start, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakorash, the honors to the elders and apostles, Great Millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim wa Akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. Another video through the spirit, your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. And for this one here, you had that Jake Lang event go down. Which there's once again more psyop shit. The dude is an agent sent in to rouse up the emotions of the crowd. Right, the people fell for it, but also in the subject of this video, there was some coonery involved. Right, you had of course, Jake, black man, right, runs and jumps to the defense of their enemy. Now we're looking at it from two ways, right? He was cooning. Without a doubt, he was cooning. Um, Now, apparently, the reasons that some of the dudes were given for their cooning was that because they knew if he were to get hurt, that would give Trump the green light to enact Insurrection Act in Minnesota, aka martial law. Now, whether the Coons knew that beforehand or after is debatable. Nevertheless, those are the two main issues. You have some cooning involved, and we do know, right, these guys are agent provocateurs being sent in. All right, and I got this picture up because there's one clip that I'm going to play. Cooning is not sex specific. What I mean by that, male or female. Our people, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, males and females, have both had a history of defending the enemy who enslave them, butcher them, and slaughter them. It's not exclusive to the males or to the females, right? I'm gonna play a clip. You're gonna have some black woman. If it was left up to black men, we'd still all be on the plantation. Keisha, let me remind you, both male and female are historically guilty of being coons of our people. Native American women was getting with white men, right? Black women slaves was getting with white men, right? Certain black men would snitch on the rebellions, both ends. So it's not exclusive. Just had to remind y'all. And it's funny because this woman's name was literally Keisha Thomas, right, from this famous picture. And where did she get this mindset from? From her parents, who got it from their parents, who got it from their parents. Both sides, male and female, of our people have been completely indoctrinated to save and love their enemy, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. So let's get some of these clips now dealing with your boy Jake Lang, right? That protest and stuff went down, and it went down. Let me see. Now this one right here is playing. I'm gonna just knock the volume. It's playing music, but you see, he went out there, got the people roused up. They're physically assaulting them. Now, for niggas, they're taking it as a victory, right? But we know what the deal is, and of course, hey, who's right there at the forefront trying to protect them? Niggas. Now let me play this clip right here. Oh shit.
We would still be enslaved, and I could not. Word. Let me tell you something. A black lady commented under this post on Instagram, and she said if it was solely up to black men to abolish slavery, we would still be enslaved, and I could not agree more. Nothing.
And that's not necessarily true, right? Us as the Israelites as a whole, we're under the curses, male and female, northern and southern kingdom. She just talking out her ass. Hey, we could pull up the track record. We could pull up the track record. Both sides have been guilty of horrible incidences of selling out to the enemy.
Pissed me off in that video more than this man and that other black man too, but him the most. There are always these Stephen A. Smith men that will never be for us, even though they have our skin color. They are not for us.
We about to fact check this first. I literally just came from Minnesota protesting, and look at my hands. Let's get it. What the hell is she talking about? First, I'm actually in this photo right behind him. I'm in a khaki hoodie. You see my fist up right here. And what we need to understand is that those black men protected Jake Lang because Jake Lang tried to start an insurrection. Did you hear what I said? Jake Lang wanted to enact the Insurrection Act, which basically means that the National Guard will be in the streets of Minnesota. You see, what we have to understand is that Jake Lang is one of Donald Trump's puppet. He's an agitator. Remember, Jake Lang is a pardoned January 6er, meaning he was part of the crowd that stormed the Capitol during January 6th. You can actually see him in riot gear, meaning he knows how to agitate and start an insurrection. In fact, the community were protecting the black men. I'd also like to mention that, yes, there's a huge population of Somalis, but Minnesota's majority white. I mean, it wouldn't be hard to figure out which black man hit him. Those black men wanted him out of Minneapolis. And that's exactly what happened. Not only was Jake Lang removed, but he failed to convince Donald Trump to enact the Insurrection Act, which would have devastated the Somali community. But what do I know? I was just...
Now, he's talking. Now, would I be the dude hopping up to, protect my enemy? Fuck no. All right. So, take what he's saying with a grain of salt. Them Jake hopped up in there with the mindset of protecting Zaddy. We know that much. And I'm just doing all this, y'all. Man, there's no faction or group down here on the world that's gonna deliver us. You see that we're just down here all in shambles. We need a divine entity from above to save us out of this condition, which is gonna be Yahweh Shai. Let me start with actually. Let's let the nigga talk himself. Shit.
I don't know how, right? Divine entity. At the end of the day, my job.
Where did he fucking brain and trying to fucking do something?
Yeah, my job. My purpose on earth, and my spirit told me, I'm the son of God, right? A lot of people gonna think I'm lying, and I just showed you again. They got you. It shows you again that I don't have to lie, but I move off love and unity, and that's how Jesus walked. If y'all Christian, that's how Yahweh walked. If y'all Africans and y'all roots, Yahweh walked just showing love regardless of what somebody did to you. When they crucified him on the cross, he still forgave everybody for their sins, and they down there killed him. So it's like we can't treat hate with hate. Love overcome hate any day. When one motherfucker starts showing love, everybody show love. But if one person hate, everybody hate. It's a domino effect. Just like
so you see, he's coming with that good church nigga, good love Jesus type of spirit, right? Like, and that's why the other nigga, he might have been there for other reasons, so the martial law didn't get declared. But this nigga right here, obviously, that wasn't in his mind. He was doing what his grandmama taught him. Boy, you love everybody no matter what happened to you, right? And that's just foolishness. That's foolishness, y'all. Our people, man, hey, the minds of our people are completely shredded out, just completely through. When they ain't gangbanging on each other and killing each other, they running saving the enemy, or there's a complete atheist demon. We got to get up out of here.
That's that, but it was my job and my purpose. We stole his watch. Hey, let me see the watch. Hey.
Okay, yes, that's all we need from that. Let me get this. Let me get this real quick, y'all. Our people literally, man, oh my. Let me get this out of Isaiah. Let me double check. Okay, yeah, I'm starting 23, right? Isaiah 51 and 23. It says, "But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, Bow down that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground, and as a street to them that went over." Hey, our people, we made ourselves the fucking ground that our enemies walk over. Quite literally. Giving ourselves in full service, mind, body, and soul over to the enemy. And they stomp all over us with it. And another famous scripture, right? Jeremiah 2 and 33. You already know what time it is. Right here. "Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways." Our people will do any and everything for the benefit of their enemy, but nothing, never serve your own God as you're supposed to, the Heavenly Father Yahweh through His Son Yahweh Shai. And it does just look bad, from face value. It just looks bad. It looks bad. These people are constantly beating your heads in, and you're constantly running to their defense, and you look like a motherfucking monkey fool all the day long. All the damn day long. Let's come back. So you see, he's getting beat up and dragged through the mud, right? And who's the ones coming to save him? Jake. Now, Why do black people in America have such a obsession with protecting their enemy? What does it go back to? The chattel slavery, right? Willie Lynch, to make the females, what is it, a frozen mother state, right? Which they're going to go on to teach the children to obey massa. Don't, obey massa, be a good boy. Don't you stand up and fight, right? Massa is we sick type of spirit. Let me see something. Right here, got to go to it again. This is just a PDF file, Willie Lynch and the Making of a Slave. Okay, I want to get specifically, because they had methods of torture, right, that they would do to us to keep everybody in check. And one of the lines that always stuck out to me, let me find it. Give me 1 second, y'all. Right here, bingo, right? This, dealing with this part right here in the middle, says a brief discourse. So this is them, the slave masters, comparing us to animals, how to domesticate us, right? It says a brief discourse in offspring development will shed light on the key to sound economic principles. It says pay little attention to the generation of original breaking, but concentrate on future generations. Therefore, if you break the female mother, she will break the offspring in its early years of development, and when the offspring is old enough to work, she will deliver it up to you, for her normal female protective tendencies will have been lost in the original breaking process. For example, take the case of a wild stud horse, a female horse, and an already infant horse, and compare the breaking process with two nigger males in their natural state, a pregnant nigger woman with her infant offspring. Take the stud horse, break him for limited containment. So right here, if you can break the mind of the mother, she will raise up the male offspring to be docile. So, that woman, she had her issue. Well, be mad at your great-great-grandmama and them. For them weak, soft-ass niggas that was in the street defending the enemy, they would have learned it from their mothers, right? Because the majority of these bitch-ass niggas is, who are, because of how things went down for us, raised by the Funin. So, of course, they're going to go out and defend the enemy. Let me get, there's one more I want to get. 1 second, y'all. Right here, this last one right here. Let's Make a Slave. It says, by her being left alone, unprotected, with the male image destroyed, the ordeal caused her to move from her psychological dependent state to a frozen independent state. In this frozen psychological state of independence, she will raise her male and female offspring in reversed roles. For fear of the young man's life, she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak and dependent but physically strong. Because she has become psychologically independent, she will train her female offsprings to be psychologically independent. What have you got? You've got the nigger woman out front and the man behind and scared. This is the perfect situation for sound sleep and economics. And this is what we still see repeating itself today, y'all. That's why them dudes was out there protecting their enemy. Whether or not they knew, trying to keep him from helping Trump, it's neither here nor there. Jake was out there on a coon mission. So both sides do it. Northern, Southern Kingdom, male and female, young and old. Now, relocking in on your boy Jake, right? Because he's an Amalekite. He's not a regular American Edomite Christian. He's an Amalekite, sent in and set up. And people are falling right into it, per usual. So, like I said, y'all, it's just a shit show. Snares and traps laid. People are falling for it on both sides. I'm gonna knock the music actually, because they'll probably take the video for that. So you see, he's out there protesting, taking hits, right? And you fast forward, boom. That's him, right? Days pass. Hey, you can't make this up. So what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Some aha. Aha, right? Something's real fishy in the air. Something's real fishy in the air, man. And I can't say a whole lot on that because hey, we know how they get down. Let me see something.
Conservative activist Jake Lane chased from a protest in Minneapolis. But there's more to the story. If you are a conservative, if you are on the right-leaning side, please understand who Jake Lang is. He is not an activist. He is not a protester. He is a provocateur and a shit starter. This is not somebody that we support, and they're going to hear all the headlines. January 6er, Trump supporter, all these things. He is not a good dude. He is not one of you people. You'll see it on the David Harris pages. You'll see it on the conservative influencer pages, and they're going to tell you, oh my gosh, look at what happened to this guy unjustly in Minneapolis. Dude asked for it. This is what he does. If you know him from the Austin Metcalf stabbing situation in Texas, in Frisco, Texas, or Plano, wherever it was, he was the guy that was calling the father and telling him to be not peaceful, saying, you need to do this, you weak man. He is not a good dude. And
Wow, damn, you learn something new every day. Yeah, bro. Yeah, hey, E is really working double time, y'all. Damn.
I know for a fact who he was when he was in the J6 prison or jail because my buddy was with him. He's a bad guy. This is not our hill to stand on. And in all reality, I don't want to state this in any other way besides the same FAFO that a lot of conservatives are saying about Renee Good. But he decided to put himself in a dangerous situation for clicks, and he got clicks in the face. Again, not a proper way to deal with the situation. He shouldn't get beat up or trampled, or some people are saying stabbed. I'm not seeing that, but the dude put himself in that situation to start shit. So don't let this be the hill to die on. This, Jake Lang is a trap. Period. If you don't think I call things both ways.
So hey, hey man, it's just all bad. E is telling you it don't look good. Jake is cooning, right? It's just a shit show all around, right? Those people out there in their emotions falling for the trap. And many of these folk, y'all, these folk are wired in.
Undercover protesters now? That's a new type of low right there. Because, I mean, for what? People in Minneapolis, if you move a groove and vibe and slide it, go ahead and check your circles, check your peripherals, because you could have a snake, weasel, little bitch like this guy in your circle, acting like he there to protest with y'all. When in reality, he wanted to Gestapo's his damn self. Immediately, I'll be like, oh yeah, outfit is atrocious. There's no way we fighting for the same shit. We shouldn't even be in the same server for real. Like, you're part of the group, but then look who pop out the cut like Parage side. And look who does not scurry along with the group. There go my boys, what's up? Wow, big dog? Yeah, come with us, brother. And it's like, wait a second. So what did you have him out there for in the first place? Was he the one that's inciting violence? Because, I mean, if they're such domestic terrorists and so terrible, why did you trust him to be undercover by himself with no weapon? Batman could be beating the brakes off me down there in Gotham, and there's no way he would ever get this photo evidence. You posted this by choice, bitch-ass Jake Lane. You got the ops spreading your legs out, looking like you pregnant about to give a baby? And the people that you hate the most had to save you?
Go back, APAC. Go back. They're going to sit around while you turn our children into a bunch of nigger lovers.
Oh, nah. But wait.
And so they openly hate you, and here comes niggas to the rescue, man. It's just a sick show.
It couldn't be me. I swear to God. And the fact that you tried to play victim and then drop a quote from God, like you not racist and a piece of shit and not going straight to hell. I'll understand. So no cops were sent to help. You think they gonna help you after you was trying to beat them up on January 6th? And on top of that, where your friends at? You don't got nobody around you that can stand on business? I swear to God, son, you had your legs getting spread out for the world to see. You a bitch. Trump continues to move in a different type of...
Yep, so,
He said,
y'all, it's all a part of the bread and circus. It's man, don't get out there and your emotions get caught up in that. And our people, y'all, they gonna pay for that. That coon nigga gonna pay, y'all. It don't. Being a sellout never pays well, right? That much is true. We know that. Yeah, I'm gonna end with this one on Ciroc. Hey, one of my top ones, right? Ciroc 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Straight up. You know, a fucking shit show back and forth. But this is all, you know, the elites, they're running their schemes. Hey, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai is working from the right hand. We're going to be delivered out of this. Just another day in America. And we give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem. Rachakurash, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim. Wa Akwaf, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. Shalom.